struggling with your pitching, here's a simple guide that you can use that's going to help you achieve a little bit more success. You're going to stand a little bit closer to the golf ball, you're going to get your hands nice and high, you're going to get the hands a little bit forward, so you're going to get your hands a little bit higher, with the heel slightly raised off the ground. Feel like your wrists and elbows are raised up off the ground. That's going to lock your wrists in, and when we work the club back, I'm going to feel a gentle rotation of my chest on the way back, and then a gentle rotation of my chest on the way through. Get your hands higher, get the hands ahead, keep your arms nice and straight, elbows raised up, shoulders level. Swing the club back, keep the arms nice and straight, gradual rotation of the chest, keep the club head out, feel like the hands stay in. Then as we release the club, think about left shoulder and chest rotating towards the target. So left shoulder and chest rotating towards the target, keeping that club face nice and open. People who struggle with pitching, get the right palm towards the ground, which closes the club face. So as you release the club, if you want to create that high shot that stops nice and quickly, think about keeping your right palm and right forearm towards the sky, grooves facing the sky. So right palm and right forearm facing the sky, club head out, hands in. Keep that club face nice and open, and that's going to help you achieve that higher trajectory of shot but softer landing. So stand closer, get your hands higher, elbows higher, keep your wrists nice and locked, gradual rotation of the chest, right hip and right shoulder rotating in the backswing. And as we release the club, we want to feel like my chest starts to extend towards the sky. So I feel like my left leg starts to straighten, and I feel like my left shoulder and chest extend towards the sky. Left shoulder and chest extending towards the sky. Keep the hands relatively close to your left pocket and keep that right palm facing the sky. That's going to enable you to keep the club face nice and open. Stand closer, get the hands higher, keep the wrists, thumbs down towards the ground. As we release the club, think about thumbs down towards the ground, and then left shoulder and chest extending towards the sky. The left shoulder and chest extending towards the sky. Keep that club face nice and open. Allow the hands to work up and left through impact, palm to the sky, and allow the hands to work up and left. Keep that club face nice and open. So as we release the club, right palm to the sky, keep that club face nice and open. Right palm, right forearm facing the sky. So chest rotating towards the target. Right palm and right forearm facing the sky, keep that club face nice and open. As we release the club, right palm and right forearm facing the sky. That's going to allow the club face to stay nice and open, but it's also going to allow the heel to stay higher than the toe. If the right palm goes down towards the ground, toe releases over the heel, club face shuts down, where we take loft and bounce off the club. So think about right palm and right forearm to the sky, keep the heel slightly higher on the toe, grooves to the sky, and allow the chest to rotate towards the target on the way through. Keep the arms nice and close to the body on the way through, and I feel like I stay away from the ground on the way through. I'm not driving the leading edge into the ground where my chest faces the ground. My chest is going to start elevating towards the sky as I release club, so I feel like I'm staying away from the ground. Allow your chest to rotate and extend through impact. I feel like my left shoulder starts to work up the way. We're trying to stay away from the ground. Keep that club face nice and open, so think right palm, right forearm to the sky. That's going to allow the club face to stay nice and open and allow the grip to feel really light. So I feel like the club head feels nice and heavy, and I feel like the club head and the grip end of the club arrive at the golf ball at the same time. And keep that club face nice and open. Nice soft release. Allow the club to feel really heavy. Soft arms and wrists. Keep the chest rotating towards the sky and the grip end of the club working up and left through impact. And keep that club face nice and open. We're staying away from the ground, so left shoulder and chest extending towards the sky. Allow the hands to feel like they work up and left around your left pocket. Keep that club face nice and open. Golfers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about two common issues I see on a regular basis which is plaguing your ability to stop the ball quickly on the green and improve the contact of any pitch shot that you're trying to hit. One of the biggest things we do see on a regular basis, if you think about the position of your shoulders, when we set up to the golf ball, we want our shoulders relatively level, we want our weight into our left side. Where a lot of golfers struggle with the club head hitting the ground before impact, we get a set up position where the left shoulder gets too high, right shoulder gets too low. And if you think about the relationship between the middle of your sternum and your belt buckle, your sternum gets too far behind your belt buckle. So our left hip gets too high at address, we push our lower body forward, causing the upper body to hang back. The sternum gets behind the golf ball, my left shoulder gets too high, my right shoulder gets too low. Then from there, all my weight is positioned and located onto my back foot. So don't push your hips forward and your upper body back the way. anytime that you push your hips forward, that's going to cause your upper body to hang back, and it's going to cause a false position where your left shoulder's too high and your right shoulder's too low, causing all your weight to sit into your right side. Club reach its lowest point before the golf ball, and then you'll see this left arm disconnect itself from the chest. So instead of the left bicep staying on the chest a little bit longer into the follow through, you'll see a position as we swing back, the leading edge will start to lift up, left arm will disconnect itself from the chest, and that prevents your body rotating towards the target. So if you're this golfer, what you need to develop is a better setup position that's going to avoid you getting a little bit too much weight on your right foot and then the leading edge working up towards the sky. So this position where the left elbow disconnects itself almost like a chicken wing away from the edge of your body. The next time that you're struggling with your pitching, the first thing you need to establish is the position of your body relative to the golf ball. So stage one, you're going to start with your feet nice and close together. You're going to move your left foot and your right foot. The of your stance is relatively narrow, 2 club heads wide. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to flay your left foot open and your left knee open, and that's going to allow you to push your weight more into your left side. As soon as we open up the left foot and the left knee, that's going to encourage my sternum to almost feel like it's slightly ahead of the golf ball. So left foot open, left knee open. You're going to feel like there's a straight line from your left shoulder all the way through your left hip and your left knee, and that's going to feel like you sit right down into your left foot. So there's a straight line from your left shoulder dissecting all the way through your left knee and also your left foot. So you feel like all your weight is located into your left foot. It's going to create this position where our shoulders are a little bit more level. As soon as I get the lower body driving forward, the upper body hangs back the way. So we're going to try and feel on the way through, and we're going to try and rotate our chest around our lower body. So we're going to try and get our chest to rotate around our lower body. A great way to facilitate that is when we set up to the golf ball, don't stand too wide with your feet. Try and get your feet a little bit narrower. You're going to flay your left foot and left knee open. There's a straight line all the way from your left shoulder, dissecting through your left knee and also your left foot. You feel like your weight sits more into your left side. And then what we're going to do from there, all the pressure is working down a little bit more, which is going to prevent your lower body sliding ahead of the upper body. To prevent your upper body hanging back and lower body sliding forward, a great feeling is you're going to try and get your chest to rotate. You're going to try and get your chest to rotate around your feet. So from here, you're going to work on left shoulder, working up and back, and think about rotating your chest around your feet. When you're pitching, you're going to narrow our stance, get the left knee and the left foot flared open. Feel like all your pressure sits down into your left foot, so you're pressing your left knee down into your left foot. There's a straight line from your left shoulder all the way through your left knee, down, dissecting through your left foot back. A little bit longer backswing. Then as we release the club, we think about we're rotating our chest around our feet. So we're rotating our chest around our feet, and as we release the club, we're going to keep that club face nice and open. So rotate the chest around the feet, your left shoulder is going to work up and back, and keep that club face nice and open. So a great feeling to facilitate that and initiate that is try and get right palm facing the sky, and your hands are just going to stop past your left pocket on the way through. That's going to improve your impact position, and it's also going to improve your pitching. Rotate our chest around our ankles, so rotate the chest around the lower body, keep that club face nice and open. Feel it as you release, club grip end slows down, club head releases. A great feeling that's going to help you achieve that is think about right palm to the sky and grip end of the club to fall back towards your right hip. That's going to allow you to create a little bit more loft and a little bit more bounce on the golf club, and it's going to help you improve your pitching and create a wider margin for error.